But I'm on the verge of revealing the culprit.
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what I just finished saying?
It is my duty to reveal who the murderer is, no matter what anyone says.
Brother Leonardo, you've spent 3 days at this abbey, and up to now, what results have we obtained? Not one. Our brothers continue to be murdered.
The killer is a brother of this order, and I'm on the verge of uncovering his identity.
Forget it. What you believe or not is not important. Absolutely nothing is important anymore.
But
I'll tell you once again that it's no longer important. The Holy Inquisition has arrived, and as you know, no one has more authority to solve this mystery than they do.
Nazario is not interested in the truth. All he wants is to be able to conclude a matter to his satisfaction.
What? Are you questioning the legitimacy of the Inquisition? Have you gone stark raving mad?
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
We have nothing further to discuss. I shall make sure that all the brothers are informed of the new situation. Goodbye.
What now?
Do you recall the pentagram we saw last night? We must find out what it deals with, what function it has, and what purpose it serves.
No, I meant... Master, they've taken us off the case.
Which means what?
Master, we can't just put ourselves above the will of the Holy Inquisition.
Then we'll put ourselves at its side. Come on, we're going to look for information about that pentagram.
We'll be punished for that. And who knows? It could turn out to be even worse.
If we manage to prevent a new death that way, I'll take the risk. Let's go. Hello, Martin.
Goodness, you scared me half to death.
Aren't you cooking today?
No, I suppose not. I have to go, brother.
Aren't you cooking today?
I must relieve Brother Egidio in the refectory, just like yesterday.
In the refectory, you say?
I'm sorry, I have no time at all.
I thought that life at the Abbey was relaxed enough to be able to do without chaos and stress.
It would be if 3 brothers hadn't died in 1 week. And above all, if the Holy Inquisition itself weren't waiting at the door. If you'll allow me, brother, you know where you can find me.
I see that he's afraid he'll end up like Umberto and Gottfried. I can relate to that. You feeling all right?
Yes, Brother Leonardo. Yes.
I'm going to find the killer, Nicholas. The end is near.
They've taken you off the gate, Brother Leonardo? Why do you keep going on?
Out of respect for the truth, and because I gave you my word.
But you gave your word to the abbot, and he's the one who has decided to do without your services, now that the Inquisition's here.
The Inquisition has barely arrived, and is not in any position to solve these murders. What's more, my work during the last few days was not in vain.
You just don't understand, do you?
I do understand that whoever has done all this will have to pay.
Whatever you say, I don't know. As you like.
Do you know who might have something to do with occultism at this abbey?
With what? For God's sake, Brother Leonardo, what are you talking about?
What? Occultism? So you know, don't you?
What am I supposed to know?
The devil has been lingering at this abbey for quite some time. What did you think caused the death of those two brothers, young man? That's not all. We're all going to end up that way. Egidio! Egidio!
What?
When you're finished with that, dig a few more graves. We're all going to die. Tell me, youngster, wouldn't you like to be buried here? There's still space left, huh? There's space aplenty.
I'm off, Nicholas.
Yes, that's quite all right.
It's unusual to see him outside the garden. Aren't you supposed to be keeping an eye on Clotilde?
Do we know each other? Didn't I see you at the funeral, young man?
What are you doing here?
Praying. I'm praying for the souls of our beloved brothers Marcello and Nicholas.
Umberto and Gottfried, Brother Arcadio. I'm Nicholas.
What?
How is Clotilde?
Clotilde? Who is Clotilde?
He's losing his mind completely.
I heard that. Do you think you're talking to a poor wretch like the ones you used to burying? I'm still alive, and the Lord knows I still serve a useful purpose.
If the Lord is right, then why don't you pick up a shovel and help me?
What?
You didn't hear that, did you?
What?
Can I ask you a few questions?
The youngster has some questions, and Brother Arcadio has some answers. Ask. Ask away.
Do you suspect someone?
Brother Leonardo, Arcadio is not going to tell us anything useful. In the end, I'm sure he's going to confuse you even more than you already are.
I'm not confusing anybody.
Tell me, do you suspect someone?
I don't, but Clotilde does. What's more, we shouldn't talk here, youngster. Walls have ears.
But there's no walls.
Wait for me in the garden. I'll come right away.
Don't listen to him, Brother Leonardo. He's senile.
I'm not senile. I'm older than all of you. I'm the wise man of the Abbey.
All right already.
Do you know about the dark practices going on at the Abbey?
We're monks, young man, not saints. The whole world.
No, I wasn't referring to.
Ah. You mean dark practices, eh?
Yes, rituals, pagan ceremonies.
Rituals and pagan ceremonies, eh? This abbey is full of secrets, youngster.
Does that mean yes?
I seem to recall a brother who died a tragic death, and on the third day his body returned to life. Tell me, Sonny, doesn't that seem strange enough to you?
Not if one has read Matthew.
Brother Arcadio, stop. Enough of that.
Quiet, you.
Jesus.
Right. Jesus. That was his name.
There is nothing more for the moment.
I'm going to finish my prayers for poor Nicholas.
Brother, I'm Nicholas.
What's that?
That I'm Nicholas. You must pray for Gottfried and Umberto.
Ah.
Unfortunately, he has a lot more work than he would have to have. Brother?
Hey, young man. Leave the boy in peace. He has a lot of work to do. Don't you know that we had a funeral?
Brother Arcadio, please.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yes.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, Egidio.
I think you've asked too many questions already.
You're burying two of your brothers. Don't you think we need answers for all of this?
The Inquisition has arrived. They'll have answers for anything under the sun.
Yes, even for those obtained by coercion.
What do you mean by that?
That my methods of investigation aren't as brutal as theirs.
No. I didn't see a thing.
But that won't suffice. Not for them, Megidio.
I have nothing to hide.
Are you feeling all right?
Yes, Brother Leonardo. Yes.
I'm off, Nicholas.
Yes, that's quite all right.